And welcome to Courtroom Chronicles Trials of South Africa. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Yes, I know I'm not here daily anymore. I know. I know. I think it's different from the trials, that you go to court every day. And I know the trials that you like. I know that we love different things on this channel. But the people that I started with, I know we've done the Jocelyn Smith trial. We did the case, the Jaden Leamy case. And yeah, man, I think, we'll find our feet, man. Yeah, the country is busy. The country is busy. That's one thing that I know. There's a lot to talk about. So let's talk about Vusimuzi Matlala. You see, it's a lot. There's Gatiso, there's Julius Mkwanazi. It's a lot. It's a lot. But let us talk about that. So I want us to talk about the raw and unfiltered conversations that we normally have here. We are going to dive into the Vusimuzi Matlala's case. I've told you before that on the 11th of November 2025, things are going to be centralized, and this is what has happened today. So if you've been following with me, you will remember that we spoke about this centralization process that is happening today. So a lot has changed. Let's talk about it. So let's go back to the beginning. The case first made headlines in 2023 after the 2023 shooting of actress influencer Tebogo Thobejane near Sandton. Reports say gunmen opened fire on her vehicle. She was lucky to survive, but another passenger was not so lucky. She was unfortunate. She was left paralyzed from the neck down. At this stage, the charges against Matlala were attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and money laundering. As it was said, this was said to be personal. It was just a fallout after a breakup, and that's where people thought the story would end. Gandhi, yay! A can of worms is about to be opened. So here's one thing that we've learned from following the South African crime stories is that things are really simple. There's a whole lot more underneath. When you can just read about the tip of the iceberg, Gandhi, yay, underneath there's a lot. So this is what we've seen with this case. So fast forward to now, today now, the picture looks totally, completely different. Prosecutors have confirmed that Matlala is now facing 11 counts of attempted murder. And it's not just about Tebogo Thobejane anymore. The charge sheet now includes names like Utaxi boss Joe Sibanyoni and DJ Wetties, among others. These additions come after the National Prosecuting Authority, which is the NPA, centralized all the separate cases against him into one big file. That's what centralization means. It's nothing fancy. For I know that for those, we cannot assume everyone knows legal jargon. When I started this content creation 7 months ago, I didn't know anything. So now that I know, I can assume that everyone knows. So that's what centralization means. So instead of different courts handling separate incidents, because if this court were to have their own date, the next one, it won't work. We'll have to move from this, go to there. So that's why we need one big case, the centralization, one judge, one courtroom, and one full trial. That's why now we have this centralization. So now that everything has been centralized, the case has officially been transferred to the High Court, and that's it's a big step going forward. It means that the NPA feels that it's ready for the trial, and the investigations are complete, the docket is ready, and the stakes are much more higher. So we've been seeing what has been happening in the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, and when you think you understand and know it, yay, something comes up. And for those who do not know, the High Court handles more serious crime, anything involving multiple counts of attempted murder, organized crime, and high-profile suspects. Matlala will stay in custody for now. That's where he is, and you know that in October he was denied bail. He went for the appeal, it was denied again, and the court is calling him both a flight risk and a potential threat to witnesses. As of now, the next High Court date has not yet been confirmed, so I won't be able to tell you when he'll appear in court next, but we'll probably hear it once the indictment is formally served, like as early 2026. So now here's where it gets more interesting and political. Is that while facing these criminal charges, Matlala has been called to testify before the parliament. Yeah, he's been subpoenaed to appear before the ad hoc committee investigating criminal infiltration within the police and justice system. So this is the same committee that has been looking into allegations of drug cartels, taxi bosses, and high level business figures that have influence inside law enforcement. So Matlala's name repeatedly, came up during previous hearings as one of the so-called Big Five. I think if you've been following your current news, you know about this Big Five, and that's a group allegedly linked to an organized crime and narcotics operation. This is the Big Five that we are talking about. Now, because of security concerns, the parliament decided not to bring him to Cape Town. Instead, the committee will hold its hearings inside Kgosi Mampuru Prison from the 26th to the 28th of November 2025, where he's currently being held. So they don't want to risk taking him there and something happens and it looks like we're watching a movie. No. So yeah, it's rare, but it's also a sign of how sensitive this testimony might be. So let's talk about Vusimuzi Matlala and his family side of things now. While Vusimuzi Matlala stays behind bars, his wife, Tsakane Matlala, is out on bail. We know that she was granted bail in June 2025 during a recent court appearance, which was today. The two were seen holding hands briefly. It looked like he was looking at the ring, if she's still got the ring, because that's how it looked like. I don't know, it can be more than that, but it was that small moment that said a lot about what is happening. It's been months since his arrest, 6 months I think to be exact, and the spotlight on this case has only grown stronger. So I'm telling you, it's like we're watching a movie. It's one thing after the other. Now, you are now listening to this. There's another skaka after skaka every time. So we are just watching everything. But what we need to know right now, as we wrap it up, is that the case has been centralized. 11 counts of attempted murder are on the table, and it's heading to the High Court, and Matlala will testify before Parliament later this month, and while he's remaining in custody. So that's the latest. It's a big case, it's moving fast, and if you want to stay updated, please follow us, and you can also follow us on our TikTok account. The name of the handle is Court Chronicles 162. You can go there for your snippets. There are smaller things that we update that side that don't come this side, but I try sometimes that whatever I've updated on TikTok, I bring it this side, so you can go and follow us there. And as always, thank you for being part of this raw, unfiltered community of Courtroom Chronicles Trials of South Africa. We have grown from April, on the 3rd of April, today, it's the 11th of November. It's been beautiful 7 months. That has been, it has its ups and downs, but yeah, we have grown. And I think if you go and look at my first video and look at me now, you can see that there are improvements. I've grown. I'm trying to also learn a little bit of editing there and there. And yeah, until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and yeah, we'll keep on giving you these updates about our current news and what's happening in court. With that being said, I will see you in the next one. God bless you, and ciao.